I have talked a lot about the importance of niche and how important that is, particularly when you are a new author. Having an established niche and making sure that your work fits into that niche is a really helpful way when it comes to marketing your book, selling your book, and finding your readers. So, niche is important. But the issue comes, or can come, once you've written a few books, because of course you're going to, and you find yourself feeling strangled by your niche because you are known in a specific niche, and then therefore you're not quite sure how to break free. You don't want to disappoint the readers who have enjoyed your work so far, yet you still have this burning urge to write something else. And of course, the simple answer to that is to use a pen name and write something else under a different name. This does have a few issues. If you are known, I'll use myself as an example just so I can show you what I mean. Lisa Oliver, author, if you go and tap that into Amazon, you will have a very clear idea of what it is I write. I write paranormal based stories. Sometimes they're sometimes they're not quite paranormal, but they're a set, like, for example, in my arranged marriage series, they're more just set in an alternate world and things like that. And I am a very strong proponent of fated mates. So a lot of my stories include that. In fact, most of them do. And I always make a point of leaving my readers with a smile. I don't write particularly angsty stories. I don't write particularly, I don't write dark romance or things like that. We can talk about what happened when I tried one day and another day soon. But the thing is that if I know what the Lisa Oliver brand stands for. I know that my readers know what to expect when they pick up one of my books. They might not know the journey that my couple will go on. They might not know the challenges that my couple might face, because of course they're going to be different for every book. But the standard niche that my stories are in are always pretty much the same. And that can be amazing because, my readers do know what to expect. So they have more trust and more faith in buying a book from me because they have a better idea of what it is I write. But by the same token, that can also sometimes feel like a real limitation. It's like Lisa Oliver, author, can't write anything else. And while that's a really neat problem to have, it can, I know for a lot of creative types, they can find this adherence to niche really difficult to cope with. And this is why I say to you, get yourself a pen name. I do know of some authors who write MF under another pen name, for example. I know some that write contemporary under one pen name and then will write paranormal or something like that under another pen name. I know that there are some authors, my friend JP Sale is one of them, who I do collab books with, who has written across a multitude of genres, and she just has different pen names for them. And in fact, when I told her once on a call we were having about how I struggled sometimes for just writing the same sort of thing, and that I wanted to, I didn't even know how or why, I just wanted to write something different. And she said, well, just do it. Just do it. And I was like, but I can't, because I don't want to upset my readers, and I value the trust they put in me and the work I put out. So I don't want to turn around and slap them in the face with something totally different. And that's when she explained about the pen names and about using pen names to set yourself up as an author under different niches. Now, I do still maintain that having a niche is important. I know, I see it in comments, I see it on Reddit, I see it all over the place, of people who are sort of writers who are saying, oh, but I've written this and then it's a bit like this and it's a bit like that and it's a bit like this, that and the other. And that's fine. If that's the way their creative mind works, all credit to them. But I know for a fact that when it comes to marketing a book, being able, how can I put it? Getting your readers to understand, or even finding your target reader. Like, say, for example, you have written a multi-niche book. Then who is your target reader? Who is your target audience? Because you need to know that target audience to be able to market your book. You need to know what groups you can promote in on social media. You need to know what sort of idea you're going to have for your cover and things like that. If your book covers 3 to 5 different genres, then how are you going to portray that on a cover and still have it looking cohesive and interesting and relevant to the niche? Now, in some cases, it's not quite so bad. If you have a particularly large book, probably in a different world, where you are covering a multitude of different genres, then you could turn around and just have one niche genre that is the central focus, and then little spin-offs within the story. I do know that some readers really like to read a saga. But having a niche and knowing your niche is still really important from a marketing perspective. And as I mentioned earlier, it is also really important for your readers' trust. Your readers trust you that when they pay good money for your story, that you're going to give them the type of story they are looking for. And if you have higgledy-piggledy things all around, then that's going to make it very difficult for them to enjoy. They might still enjoy it. I'm not saying they won't. But I'm saying that it makes it very difficult for you to find, as an author, to find that particular special reader, that one that actually has a mind that works very similar to yours. It is quite strange, because I have always said that when, I tell people to write the book they want to read. And it's not a case of being clever or of being, of showing off your value as an author. It is actually about creating for yourself a piece of entertainment for you in the first instance. Because I do believe that if it's something that you enjoy and you genuinely enjoy, then you are more likely to be able to find like-minded readers as well. But yes, back to the idea of having a niche strangle you, it doesn't have to. Yes, it is important that when you're writing in a niche, that you maintain to various rules and expectations that readers have for that niche. That is not readers putting demands on the author. That is readers saying, if I pick up an paranormal romance book, then it would better be an paranormal romance book. Because otherwise they feel cheated, they feel conned out of their money, and they're not likely to pick up a book by that author again. So when you decide what niche your book is in, you do need to make sure that it adheres to certain values in that niche. But doing that does not stop you from writing in other niches. And yes, all niches have different ideas. I've always wanted to write a science fiction story. but I never have. I used to read them a lot as a child, but I don't dare, because I know that the rules and the reader's expectations for science fiction in particular is so high. Steampunk is the same. I adore steampunk, but I am also aware that the reader's expectations for what might be in a steampunk book or a gaspunk or whatever books, in those types of books, I don't understand the niche well enough, and I haven't read in it deeply enough to understand what's expected in that niche. So I just don't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole. I understand paranormals. I understand paranormal mates. I understand the concept of fated mates. And I love, 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 love when magic comes out to play. So I can write about those quite easily with M9 niche without any issues at all. But yes, this was only ever going to be a short one because the answer is absolutely clear. If you feel strangled by your niche, then simply set up another pen name. And there is no reason why your original pen name cannot promote your other pen name, because it definitely can. But by doing that, you are letting the readers know, hey, I value your trust in me. This is something I wanted to try. You're welcome to try it if you'd like. I'd love it if you did. But please note that it's different from what you would normally write. And that was all I had to say on that topic. So what do you think? Do you feel that niche is important? Do you feel that genre is important? Do you think that too much is made of it? Or do you think it is more important for authors to go their own way and set their own path? If you do feel that way, how would that book then be marketed? Is it marketed then on the author alone? You let me know. I really would love to know. And if anybody's got any hints on how it is that I might be able to write a really basic science fiction thing, because I've got this real urge to write some aliens, then yeah, please let me know in the comments below. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're enjoying your writing. Please hit like and subscribe button. What else did I need to say? Have I said that I do long form content on Mondays and Thursdays? I know I'm feeling a bit befuddled this afternoon. So yeah, I haven't landed on a definite closure yet for my videos, and I really need to probably work on that just a little bit more. But I hope wherever you are that you are safe and you are well. I hope that you are still finding some joy in your writing. If you have any questions, comments, or queries below, please drop them in the comments below, because I answer everyone. And in the meantime, until the next video, please keep writing, my friends. Bye.